stocks live, and we're going to talk about the price of silver. So this is going to be a good one. We just hit $60.43. All right. Now, let me just go right to it and look up these stocks, because I was trying to buy them on E-Trade, and it's not letting me because they wanted me to update my address or something. So I'm like, yo, let me talk to a supervisor. And I hung up on him because I can't wait all day, you know? And I've already been calling E-Trade. So E-Trade, not good. Guys, don't join E-Trade. Do not join E-Trade, all right? So hopefully I'll be able to get it taken care of, and I'll be able to, because I've been funding this account for like a month and a half, and they're not letting me buy anything because I have to update my address or something. So, you know, it's just very annoying. But yes, guys, we are up today. We are up. I'm going to buy a little bit of Aftermath Silver, okay? Aftermath Silver, it's called. Let's see if it did it, guys. Let's see. Yep, I bought it. I bought it, guys. Aftermath Silver. AAGFF. This is a good silver mining stock. It's a penny stock, okay? So now I'm going to check out the next one. NVGLF. Can't buy them on there. I'll buy them on here. NVGLF. Let's take a look at this one. NV Gold Corp. So this one, NVGLF. Let's see what it looks like on the charts, guys. NVGLF. That's what I like to do right before I buy it, is make sure it still looks good. This one looks like it's priced at 14 cents. It's barely moved today. That's good. And I like the chart. It's got a low float. I'm going to buy a lot of this one. Okay. So it's 13 cents. So let's say, let's buy 1,500. Let's see how much that would cost. $231. Went through. ISLVF is the next one. ISLVF. ISVLF. ISVLF. I like this one. It's called Impact Silver. So this one is going for 25 cents. ISVLF. Let's check it out. Let's see what it looks like. And we will be making this video for members only. So I do like this one. ISVLF. I do like it. Let's see what's in the float. We got 323 million shares in the float. So there's not a lot of institutional ownership, but I do still like the chart. I think this is 25 cents now. I think we could hit $2 to $3. So I'm going to buy, if it's 25 cents a share, how many should I buy? 400? Let's do it. Because I'm going to buy more of these anyways once my E-Trade finally gets up and going. I'm going to be buying all these ones again, only on my other account. So I'm owning multiple gold and silver penny stocks over multiple different stock accounts. All right. I'm teaching you guys how to do it, how to get rich. 10,000. Let me see if it bought it first. Yep, it filled. Okay. Now the last one I'm going to buy today is Silver Bull. SVBL. SVBL. Silver Bull Resources. How many are we going to buy on this one, guys? Let's buy 400 again. It did it. All right. I just bought 4 stocks. AAGFF, that's Aftermath Silver. That's a cool name, Aftermath. Okay. So guys, check that one out. Aftermath Silver. And then this other one is called Impact. That's a cool name too, isn't it? Check this one out. Impact Silver. And you can see in the past, it's really spiked up. This is back during the last run, 2011. It really shot up. And then we've been dead. So obviously, I think we're going to go back up here. We're going to go back up there. So I think we're going to go up like this, up to here. All right. That's what's going to happen because it always happens with the penny stocks. They do nothing and then all of a sudden they explode. So I just bought 4 stocks today. I feel great. I bet this guy lives in Beverly Hills and dresses like he lives in the Bronx. My 50K investment at 35 is starting to pay. Waiting to 600. I'm the Spanish guy that used all his money to buy silver at 35. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember you. I don't think I remember you. But this guy used all his money to buy silver at $35, and now it's paying off. See, if you take a risk, that's how you make money. You know, you can't be scared. You can't be scared. All right. Check this out. Silver, 60.35. Look at this. It's ready to blow higher. See, it's stuck here. It's going to poof. It's got to break through, guys. It's going to break through. Because notice what it's doing, you know? Just take notice. You can see it hit it and then it bounced back down. Then it hit it again and then it bounced back down. But it didn't bounce back down as far. And now it's right up there again. That means it's spending more time up here. And it means it's ready to really go to come up. If it keeps bouncing against this, it's eventually going to break through. Somewhere around, you know, here. It'll just break through. All right, guys? But yeah, we're doing it. We're really doing it, guys. I knew silver was going to go crazy. And, you know, it's just the beginning, you know? It's just the beginning. Fake chain. He says it's fake. That's okay. We would like some new comments, please. New comments. So, yeah, we're doing really good, guys. TerraWolf is up today, too. Wolf. WULF. 15.55, guys. We're making money. I'm in the money on all my options now on TerraWolf. All of them. And it looks like it could really shoot higher. Because same thing is happening with the silver. Look. See how silver is it's going to blow higher? Look at TerraWolf. See this? It's hit it again, hit it again, hit it again. It's ready to blow higher too. So that's ready to blow higher, and this is ready to blow higher, okay? I told you guys, silver and TerraWolf stock, okay? Also, Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. Giving you guys the keys to the Lamborghinis, all right? That I'm going to be driving soon. And you got to be driving a Lambo pretty soon, too. We got to get matching Lambos, guys. We all got to get a Lambo. That giant cup and handle was the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, it was a no-brainer. It was. But I didn't see you out here talking about it. But, yeah, the silver was in a cup and handle. Cup, handle, breakout. We should go somewhere up here. I'm thinking right there. Or up here. Somewhere in there. So yeah, silver should be going up. Should be going up a lot higher. Hair reversal unk. Gotta let that hat go. No. So TerraWolf is up to 15.59 now. I'll probably be up 10 grand before the end of the day today. And then I got to go to my job and make $150 at my job. You know, at some point it becomes idiotic. there's no reason for me to do stock trading and do a regular job, you know, at some point. And I hope that point is coming soon, you know, hopefully within the next 4 months. Yeah, I've been working on my bodybuilding courses and anatomy. Right now we're doing joint flexibility, anatomical and physiological basis of strength training. Understanding flexibility starts with basic knowledge of cellular muscle anatomy and physiology. So we're doing studying right here. I'll show you what I'm doing, guys. I'm doing my stretching. Then we're watching silver. So, got a lot going on today. And we're buying stocks. He either wears the stupid hat or we looked at some balding ginger. You have no body. How do you have a course? Doughboy. Can I get a sniff? This is not for sniffing. No. This is with these. It came with these. It came inside here. I don't have a course yet, but I do have a little bit of a body, you know. I do train my chest, my back, my legs, my arms. I do a lot of training, so I'm getting a personal training degree, and I'm going to start to train people and start my own business, you know. How I do that is I'm going to get a gym membership, and then I'm going to find my own clients, and I'll say, okay, you're going to be my client, but you're going to have to join the gym with me, and I'll meet you there, and I'll just meet my clients at the gym, you know. I'm not going to work for the gym. I'll work for myself, and I'll just meet clients and train them there. You know, does the gym let you do that? Does it let you train your own clients? I would think so, but maybe they don't. They might not let you train your own clients there. I have to find out what gyms allow for what. And if a gym won't let me train my own clients, that means I have to build my own gym. Okay, and that is what the plan is. You know, that's why I'm trying to make so much money on gold and silver right now. Okay, to take my plan to the next level. I'm going to buy my own gym, and then I'm going to be able to train people in my own facility. All right, guys, you got to have a plan for success. My one buddy, he's got a great plan for success. You know, and a lot of my buddies, they don't have a real great plan. But they're trying to figure it out as they go. But that's not the way for success. You got to get a definite plan that's going to make you into a millionaire. And you got to be 100% certain in your mind that you will become rich. All right, guys? So, Uncle's locked in. Yes. Salute from Cincinnati. Hey, Unc, can you say this? Hi, Isaac. It's your Unc. I just wanted to say thank you. Thanks, Isaac. Good job. Good job on you for watching my channel. Good job. You will become wealthy. All right? If you don't become rich, it's personally my fault because I failed you. That means I failed you. Guys, I will not fail you, okay? Gold and silver are going to keep on going up, guys. I will not fail you. All right, proud of you, Unc. Just let the hat go. Yeah, right. Give me a large donation, and then I'll take the hat off. That's what we're going to have to do from now on. We got to get a super chat, and the super chat has got to say take off hat, and then I'll take the hat off. All right? Got to give me that super chat, though. So, yeah, we're doing studying the human body and studying silver. That's what I do. Terra Wolf is at 1542 now. It pulling back down a little bit. That's okay. That's all right. Oh boy. Oh boy. I hope it's all right. Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to get mine through building fence. This guy is going to start his own fence business. That sounds like a good idea. I did a little bit of building fence in my day, you know. I built some fence in my day. So yeah, we've got the stocks are going crazy today. We're not getting a lot of viewers, so I'll probably end this soon. Well, we also got Bitcoin too. Bitcoin, which is moving up quite nice. We'll take a look over at Bitcoin in a moment. Do you know Dragon Ball? Yes, I watch Dragon Ball. Okay, give me a like, guys. I watch Dragon Ball. I like the original Dragon Ball, and I like Dragon Ball Z, and I like Dragon Ball Super, and I like Dragon Ball Abridged. Dragon Ball Abridged. Those are the ones you got to see. Okay, Dragon Ball Abridged on YouTube. Those are the best. All right. Hey, John, I love your videos. You are my favorite gay streamer. Thanks for helping me be true to myself. Okay, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. If you name 6 Dragon Ball characters, I'll sub to you. Okay. Trunks, Gohan, Goten, Bulma, Master Roshi. Who's that one stupid guy that likes Bulma? I'll just say Yashirobe, the Yashirobe dude, because I can't think of the other guy. I don't know. Krillin, you got Krillin, and then Launch, General Tao, General Tao from the original Dragon Ball. He's the one that threw the giant thing, and then he jumped on it, and then he flew like across the whole freaking world. He just throws this thing, jumps on it, and it just keeps flying. Like, what the hell? We got Mr. Popo, of course, Popo, which he's a really funny guy. Who's Goku's main enemy in Dragon Ball Z? It's his brother or whatever, right? What's his brother's name? And then that other guy. What about the Namek dude? What's the Namek dude's name? Dude, I can't even remember. Okay. Can you explain where you buy or how you get gold at a much lower value? And in turn, how do you find the people to sell it for much higher margin that paid you? If you're talking about gold coins, you can't really get gold coins any cheaper, you know? The only way you can buy gold at a lower value is if you advertise, you say, hey, look, I'm willing to buy gold. I'll buy jewelry at 70% of spot. You know, you put out an ad on Craigslist. You say, I'm buying gold jewelry at, 78% of spot. And then you might get some people that call you and say, oh, I got a chain. I'll sell it to you, or you say, I'll pay, 92% of spot or 95% of spot. You say, I'll buy your ounce of gold. It's worth 4,200. I'll give you 41, but most people ain't going to sell it. I don't think people are going to sell it. Good luck. You're not really going to be able to find gold for less than the gold is worth. But yeah, you can, but you should just be happy to pay it. If you want to buy gold, just pay the current value. Just buy it, dude. Okay. This guy subscribed anyways. Well, I said all the Dragon Ball Z characters. Could have mentioned Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, you're right. Goku, that's the main one, though. That's too obvious. And Vegeta, that's too obvious. I like, Bulma and Krillin, and some of the other characters really add a lot to the storyline. So, it's not all about Goku, dude. It's not all about Goku. 12 million in farm welfare on its way. Box me, bro. I'll box you if you give me money and you fly to my destination. You got to fly here and I got to be getting paid. All right. I'm not flying to you. All right. But yeah, we can set up a boxing match if you really want to. But I ain't doing it for less than 5,000. All right. I did say name any, though. Yeah, you said name any. You got to subscribe, bro. How much was the chain? This one? Give me a super chat and I'll tell you. I'm trying to make money, guys. It's fucking 12:25. I got to go to work. I'm trying to make some money first here. So we're trying to make some money, trying to get some super chats. We only got 9 viewers in here. I'm never going to get rich with just 9 viewers. We got to up that to at least 150. But yeah, it was 2,900. And now it's worth like 4,200. That's because gold's going up. So I already made $1,000 on this chain. Well, I made like more than 1,000. That's what investing is. Okay, you got to buy gold and silver. $29, 2,900, bro. $5 at the pawn shop. I love going to pawn shops. I don't have a pawn shop here though. We don't have any pawn shops. When I lived in North Carolina, they had a pawn shop, and me and my buddy walked in there, and they had a bunch of drills and video games and some cool stuff, and they had guns there. Yeah, we went into a pawn shop in North Carolina. They had guns, handguns. That was pretty cool. All right, guys, we're trying to get rich here. Hit that subscribe button. Silver's pulling back now. It's at $60.10. $60.10. So we got American Bitcoin Mining Corp is at $2.07. Devon Energy, $37.70. For shit, that's boring. I'm going to be honest, Unc, just end the live. Come on, guys. We're trying to make some money. Give a super chat. We can't stop until we make some money. XRP is up to $2.16. XRP. Woodside Energy, we got MSOX is back up. I knew I should have bought this yesterday. I'm always doing something. I'm always busy. ICP is up to $3.67, guys. ICP, Internet Computer. Best crypto in the world. Buy Diddy Crypto. It's the hat that's stopping you from making money. Yeah, well, if I take it off, are you going to give a donation? How about you give a donation first, and then I'll take it off? All right? Yeah, that's what we'll do. So, Tesla is up 10%. Tesla is up. We have my famous silver ETF, AGQ, is up to $120. $120, guys. This guy sent 100. I didn't get it yet. It says $1. I didn't get anything, bro. It didn't go through yet. What's 50 plus 17, guys? Okay, take the hat off. This guy says he sent $20. I didn't get it yet, bro. I didn't get it. It takes time to go through. Okay. Yeah, right, buddy. Takes time to go through. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. But yeah, Barrick Gold is up to $40 a share, $40. I don't even think you guys want to get rich. You guys don't even want to get rich. You scammed me. I sent you 100 just waiting for the confirmation. I don't know if I believe this guy. And you didn't take. I didn't get the 100, bro. You lied. Oh yeah, I sent $100. You didn't send nothing. You broke bitches. You guys are all broke. I know you are. But you want to get excited. You want to make money. That's why you're here. Okay? This guy says he sent $67. I didn't get it. You never told me how you have paid to get laid. You have to pay to get laid. What? I didn't say that. Everyone saw me send 100. No, it didn't go through. This guy, you're the scammer. Okay? Silver is at $60.24. And you guys are talking about nonsense. You know, you guys are talking about nonsensical stuff. And I'm over here making money trying to educate you, you know, silver. Let's talk about why the price of silver is up. Let's see what they have to say over on Google. Silver's price surge in 2025 is attributed to a combination of factors. Let's see if these guys know what they're talking about, okay? Record high prices. Silver prices reached a historic peak of $57.16 per troy ounce in late November, making a 90% increase. So yes, whenever you hit a record price, kind of gets more speculators involved. Say, oh, it's hitting a record price. We better buy it now. That's exactly right, okay? Supply crunch. Yes, we've been in a supply deficit for the last 5 years on silver. And that's why we're all about to get filthy rich, okay? Because the world is finally waking up and they know. All right? Request 100. I'm going to have to report you. You didn't give nothing, guys. You broke bitches. Demand factors, okay? The metal's growth value has been running alongside gold, which has seen its own rally in the price surging. Yes, so gold is rallying, so silver is having to try to keep pace with gold. And silver always goes past gold. So silver is going to outperform. So that's why, you know, silver is the place to be. All right, guys? Come on, guys. Give me that super chat. Ask a question. I will answer your question if you give a super chat. Market dynamics. Silver is only about a tenth the size of the gold market. And the short squeeze could keep silver at reasonably high prices for some time to come. Yes, there's a silver squeeze, a short squeeze. Because the insiders and institutions, they've been sitting on silver for years, so to speak. They've been shorting it. So now the price is running higher, and these guys are starting to lose money. So it's called a squeeze. They have to get out of their contracts or get out of their short positions and go long, if you will, all right? Bro, my bank just notified me that you received $100. I didn't get anything. Super chat, 100. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, bro. Here's an article for you today, guys. Silver price jumps. Silver price jumps to new all-time high at $59.65 per ounce, up 101% this year. Silver is up 101% this year, guys. Silver price today surged to an all-time high on Wednesday, extending its powerful rally as investors. Today's not Wednesday. Why did it say Wednesday? What day is it, guys? Yeah, it's not Wednesday. These guys don't even have the day right. These are professionals. They don't even know what day it is. Prices last traded near 59.23. The metal it's now jumped 101%. Yeah, silver's up over 100%, you know? And I think we could be up 300% next year, or we could be up 150, 200% next year. All right. So you still have time to get rich, guys. It's not over. You didn't miss it. I have had people telling me that they missed silver for months now. They said, "Oh, I missed it." I said, "You didn't miss it," and they didn't care. They just kept thinking that they missed it. Oh yeah, I must have missed it, and it's like they don't believe me. It's like they don't know. I've been studying silver since 1999. I've been studying silver for like 25, 26 years. So when I say the silver market is not over yet, the rally is not over, it means it's not over. Okay? You got these newbies that tell me, "Oh, it's over." You know, you understand when you're a newbie, you know. If I want to go become a welder and I'm trying to weld, I'm going to say, "Dude, I'm a newbie. I don't even know how to weld." I'm going to be honest, you know. So if you're talking about silver and you think, you know, the silver run is over, just admit you don't know what the hell you're talking about and talk to me. All right, guys? So the silver run is not over. Yeah, we are not learning from this guy. I hope you are. You're like the Kmart Jojo. When he started studying silver, it was still a basic mineral. Well, I started looking at silver in 1999. That's when I started to buy. It was like $5 an ounce. Now it's 60. So we went from 5 to 60. That's 12 times it. Yeah, that's 12 times. That's a 12x. I mean, that's obvious, but it's 12. 12x. That's good. That's good. Put a magnet to your chin. I don't have one. Give me a donation, guys. Give me some money. Let's get some money, guys. So, physical silver-backed ETF saw a sharp build in November. Holdings rose 15.7 million ounces for the month. Silver ETFs have now posted inflows in 9 out of 11 months. Year to date, global ETF holdings have climbed to an estimated 1.13 billion ounces, valued at nearly 40 million, the highest on record. So people are loading up on silver. And I heard some of these banks, like JP Morgan, I heard they have like 169 million ounces of silver. So they're probably going to manipulate silver much higher. And then they'll probably sell off little tiny amounts for billions. They're probably going to manipulate silver all the way up to 300 or 400 per ounce. And then they'll just sell a little bit here and there, and they'll be okay, you know. They probably will never dump their whole position. They want to control the markets. I think that's what JP Morgan wants to do. They want to control it. They want to control the silver market, just like BlackRock wants to control Bitcoin, you know. And Michael Saylor, they want to control the price of Bitcoin. Now they're going to control the price of silver and make it go higher. They've been making silver go lower for all those years, but now it's time for it to go higher, okay? She liked the Gilbert Grape of silver. That's a good movie, Gilbert Grape. That was a movie back from my time when I was a kid. Gilbert Grape. It's like, what's eating Gilbert Grape? This kid's mom was like 800 pounds, and every time his mom like walked across, it made the whole freaking floor like cave in. And all the brothers and the dad, they went down in the basement, and they had to reinforce the floor. Because this kid, Gilbert Grape, his mom was like 800-900 pounds. And that was a good movie. There was a lot of fireworks in that movie and like explosions. And it's a good movie when you're a kid. And I think it had Kevin Costner in it. That guy from Robin Hood. That guy is a cool dude. So it's a documentary on your life. I don't think that's a documentary about my life. Johnny Depp. Oh, Johnny Depp was in it. Yeah, that is a really an iconic movie. That's a great movie that people for my time, my age, we know about that movie, guys. Yeah, that movie was really something in its time. It was very cool. But TeraWulf's down again, $15.15. Come on, guys, we got to pump it up. Pump it up. We'll check out some of these cryptocurrencies in a minute. I actually want to see if my Coinbase account, see how much money I'm making today. Let's see how much money I'm making. Coinbase. All right, guys, you should all have a Coinbase account. So if you are new here, if you are new, I require you to get a Coinbase account. Okay, Coinbase. You have to download the app, all right? So you do have to do this if you are a member here. You don't have a choice. So it does look like I'm up about $800 today, about 800 on crypto. It's good. It's good. I'm up a lot more than that on silver though. We're up a lot today, guys. I hope you have enough money to pay your hooker. I don't have a hooker. I don't pay hookers. I never had one, never will, okay? Hey, man, what's up, dude? We're getting a few people in here now, finally. It looks like you're eating Gilbert Grape's mom. With regards to Bitcoin, I recommend listening to Dr. Jack Curse. No, listen to me. Listen to me on Bitcoin. My stance on Bitcoin is going to be much more accurate than him, all right? I called a lot of the major drops on Bitcoin. When it was up to like 70,000, I called that it was going to tank. And then the first time it went over 10,000, I said, all right, it's going to tank. So nobody has called the drops on Bitcoin like me. Granted, I wasn't around on YouTube at that time, but I did call the drop, the two massive drops on Bitcoin. I called those, and I am calling for another massive drop. But I think Bitcoin is going to go up to 130, 140, 150 first, and then I think we're going to drop back to 45,000. Okay, so I think Bitcoin is going to really ramp up, and then it's going to tank. Take that hat off, and we might consider it. Well, if you don't consider it, then you're going to miss out. Still, no one donates. Yeah, we don't get a lot of money on this channel, but we're trying. I'm trying to make a living, guys. We got to make a living. Major drop, ping loads of Gilbert Grape's mom. All right, guys, hit that subscribe button. Your kids can't even imagine the knowledge this man is dropping for you guys. One day you'll learn. Hey, Jesus Rodriguez. Yeah, we got a lot of jokers on here right now, but that's okay. Jack Curse, honestly, he explains the finer details. Short-term plays are incredibly dangerous. Long-term is the only way. Yeah, long-term, yes. Yeah, I'm talking about long-term. I think Bitcoin is going to keep going higher, and then it's going to drop. You know, so long-term, like probably next year, it's going to drop. But longer-term, you don't know. But it seems like it would be an easy thing to predict, because you can easily predict that long-term silver and gold will be much higher. Bitcoin might not be the case, because Bitcoin hasn't been around as long as gold and silver. So the long-term Bitcoin case, it looks like it should be bullish, so long as the government keeps expanding the money supply, keep printing money. It looks like Bitcoin should keep going a lot higher. Okay, it should. Unless other cryptocurrencies steal everything, you know, steal the limelight. They steal the excitement, and which I think will start to slowly happen. Bitcoin is going to start to lose market share. It's going to keep going higher, but these other cryptocurrencies are going to start to gain more of the attention, you know. Should I buy gold or crypto? I do both. I do both. The best thing to do is to invest in both. You got to buy gold, silver, platinum, and crypto. Here's some silver. Here's some gold, and here's some silver. Looks like a nice gold bar. There's my almost 1 ounce of gold on that. That's like an ounce. Almost an ounce. If you're in it for 4 to 5 years, but you have to understand the use case for Bitcoin on a deeper level, then it will make sense. All other crypto will fall away. No, those are what the Bitcoin maxis say. That's so stupid. Understand Bitcoin on a deeper level. What level are you talking about? What is this deeper level? That they use it for illegal transactions? You know, that I have used Bitcoin for illegal transactions in my life? Yes, I have. That other people have used Bitcoin for illegal transactions, to buy drugs, to buy steroids, to buy all kinds of stuff on the black market. Okay? Is that what the deeper level you're talking about? Or the deeper level that Michael Saylor is manipulating the price just by buying it all up and just using the public's money to just keep on buying it? Is this going to be endless? Can it go on forever? We're going to have to wait and see. What is this deeper level? You know, that's what I want to know. What is this deeper level? Are you checking out how efficient the blockchain is? Not very efficient. How cheap it is, how fast it is? No, it's not good. Bitcoin is not good. So when you understand Bitcoin on a deeper level, you realize that it sucks as a cryptocurrency. It's believed that it will continue to be a store of value, but for anything else, it sucks. All it is a place to put your money, and you hope it grows. You pray that it keeps growing, you know? And Bitcoin has no fundamental value other than people believe it will go up. That's not real intrinsic fundamental value. It has no use. Okay? Gold is a store of value, and you can use it in electronics. But silver is really where it's at, because silver, it's a store of value, and you can use it to barter. You can use it in electronics, jewelry, solar panels, electric batteries. Really, it's all about the electric batteries, okay? You know, and a lot of my friends are telling me that electric cars are never gonna take over and everything. You know what, guys? They don't want it to. They don't want them to take over. The fact remains that they will. Electric cars will take over. It's going to take a long time, though. My buddy was telling me, the grid is not ready for it. Because he studies this stuff, too. And he said, our grid cannot handle that many electric cars. I said, you're right. But what about when we have more power plants, uranium power plants? I believe we will have more nuclear plants in the future. Okay, there's going to be more nuclear power plants. Also, there's going to be more energy. There's going to be more energy available. There's going to be more solar fields. Okay, so yes, there will be more electric cars, but it's going to be slow. If you get too many electric cars, the grid will just go down. So over time, electric cars are going to grow, and it's going to increase the demand for silver, and it's going to be huge. In the next 10, 15 years, there's going to be so many electric cars, it's going to make your head spin. Okay, we already know that it's accelerating. Every year, there's more and more and more electric cars. Okay, and they use solid-state batteries. Well, they don't have really solid-state batteries yet, but they will be using more solid-state battery technology, and that requires more silver. Okay, the more silver you have in a battery, the longer that battery can last, and the more efficient it is at putting out power, because silver transfers that electricity so fast. Okay, silver is really the best. It's the best. He says this is not silver. Bitcoin is going to zero. Well, I believe someday it will go to zero. Yes, someday Bitcoin will go to zero, and no one's even going to care about it, because you know what they're going to care about? Food. They're going to care about staying alive. At one time in the future, nobody will care about Bitcoin whatsoever. All right. It's going to be about survival. It's going to be about gold and silver. It's going to be about, there's going to be a lot of other stuff going on in the world. Listen to Jack. I'm not talking to a Jack guy. He's a jagoff. Do you have your Series 7? Lightning Network Layer 2, bring it. But yeah, Series 7, no. But you don't need that to make money in the markets, as I have proven. And as we have proven on the Patreon. Because on the Patreon, I give you guys a whole bunch of good stocks, and they all went up. And they're all going to keep going up even higher. And I didn't need a Series 7. Okay? When you do that, it's kind of like you become institutionalized. They train you not to buy gold and silver. All these institutions do. So when you get your Series 7, they want you to focus on certain things and neglect other things. I'm saying we should not neglect anything. All right? We should not neglect any investment, especially gold and silver. So I'm not going to become institutionalized and believe all these things that they want me to believe in order to get a degree so I can freaking teach people how to trade or whatever. I can teach you how to trade right now. I don't need a Series 7, bro. Yes, this guy rules. He says gay. This gay rules. Been buying silver since $16 when they would sell it at spot. As demand increases, spot spreads get bigger and bigger. I've been buying silver a while too, bro. You are a good dude. You're a smart dude. You got to tell these other people to buy silver on my channel. A lot of these guys don't even care. They're probably just playing video games and shit, The use case is the trust Bitcoin experts. The use case is the trust Bitcoin exerts. So just for Bitcoin existing, it must be trusted. It exerts itself as a trustworthy asset. What are you saying? That doesn't even make sense. Just because of the existence of Bitcoin, it forces itself to be a trustworthy asset. No. People think Bitcoin's trustworthy because it has institutional adoption. But the institutions are only adopting it because they're making money with it, not because it's a good investment. These institutions, BlackRock, they don't care if Bitcoin is going to go to zero in 100 years. They don't care. They just care about right now. Okay? They're making money on it right now. Gold and silver supply and price storage can still be corrupted. Yes, gold and silver are highly manipulated. Okay? Silver has been manipulated down. That's why I like it. Bitcoin has been manipulated higher. That's why I don't like it. I'd rather buy an investment that's been held back. Okay. Doge. I like Doge. Yes. I love Dogecoin. I have Doge. Dogecoin. You're not understanding this at all, my friend. Well, just get out of here with that Bitcoin stuff. Okay. I don't want to hear about Bitcoin. It's garbage. It's a garbage investment. It's going to have diminishing returns. If you would have bought it a long time ago, you would have been good. But now, because of the diminishing returns, because of the lack of actually high-quality blockchain, and because of the increase in nefarious characters like Michael Saylor, I don't like it, okay? The guy he is a nefarious character. Michael Saylor is a scammer, And I study CEOs of penny stocks, so that's how I know he's not legitimate. So, an ounce of silver per week is better than saving account that depreciates. Yes. You should save an ounce of silver per week. If you did that, you would have made a lot of money. So if you would have followed my advice and if you would have bought silver, you would have actually been celebrating with me and not trying to hate on me right now. But that's okay. Okay, let me ask you this. Is inflation a natural part of a free market? Natural? No. Inflation is part of the corruption. What's natural, that can be debated. You could say it's natural to keep things stable. You could say it's natural to keep the money supply stable. Or you could say it's unnatural to keep the money supply stable. You could say either one, and they're both true. Okay, so that question is very deceitful. It's a very deceptive question. What is natural and what isn't? The fact is, corruption is natural. Okay, corruption is a totally natural thing on this earth. People are more likely to become corrupt and chase after money and become evil. All right. So I think inflation is a natural consequence of a free market that is not kept in check. Okay, we have a free market that is not in check. It is so corrupted that it is not funny. So the natural forces of evil are causing inflation. Is that a good way for me to put it? Inflation is a natural cause of evil behavior. They don't care about hurting us. They don't care about inflating our currency. But that's normal because it's normal for people to be evil. So yes, in a free market, eventually inflation will take hold if it's not kept in check. Okay? I believe it should be kept in check. We should not have inflation at all. So yeah. I'm just trying to test your understanding. I don't care if you're trying to test my understanding. Get the fuck out of here. My understanding is 100% because on my Patreon, I already told you guys what stocks were going to go up. And I've been right 100% of the time. Well, actually, Realbotics is down. So we're losing money on Realbotics. We're losing money. My level of understanding the universe and muscle building is very high. Just look. You guys think I understand how to build muscle? Yep. John, we are getting a rate cut tomorrow. I thought we already got a rate cut, 25 basis points. I thought that just happened yesterday or the day before. Well, precious metals correct. Historically, they do. Yes, it always corrects. Yes, precious metals always will have a correction after a massive run. The question is, how long is silver going to run for? I think it might run up to 90 or $100. I don't care what David Morgan says. Okay, I don't care about that guy. He has not impressed me at all. He's unwilling kind of to take a definitive stance that silver should go much higher. He's like kind of wishy-washy. He acts like he knows more things than he does. So I don't look for I don't watch David Morgan anymore even. I watch Michael Oliver. All right, Michael Oliver, and I study David Hunter as well. These guys have also been saying gold and silver, they're going to skyrocket. Okay. Mike Maloney. Yeah. Maloney baloney. And then we got Bo Polney. Bo Polney. That guy's funny. Baloney Polney. Yeah, look up Bo Polney. This guy is ridiculous. But yes, Mike Maloney, he knows what he's talking about. John Cena. Yeah. Next Fed meeting is Wednesday, December 10th. We just got a rate cut. It was 0.25 basis points. They already gave us the rate cut. Let me just make sure. The Fed may cut interest rates next week. Okay, you're right, dude. I thought they just cut rates. The Fed is likely to cut rates for a third time this year. I thought they cut rates way more than 3 times this year. They've been doing 0.25 basis points like every month or two, it seems. But yeah, it looks like the Fed's going to cut the rates again. Maybe I was just visualizing in a dream that they're going to cut the rates by 0.25 basis points. I don't know. Either way, that's what it's going to be. They're going to cut the interest rates by 0.25 basis points. Because I think I've seen it in a dream. I don't even know. I saw it somewhere. I saw that it already had happened. So they're going to lower the rates, yes. I'm an overseer at De Beers, and diamonds are going up. Well, dude, if you're at De Beers, you're one of the people that's the problem. De Beers is manipulating diamonds, and they're holding on to the supply. And I don't believe people should buy diamonds. Okay, do not buy diamonds. You should just get fake ones. All right, or moissanite. A moissanite is the same damn thing. You don't need a real diamond. Okay. If anything, real diamonds are for rich people that want to brag. Okay, you do not need a diamond. They want you to think that in order to get married, you have to give her a diamond ring. Okay, don't believe them. Do not buy diamonds ever. It's a scam. Diamonds are a scam. The diamond scam. There's way more diamonds in the world. And don't let them brainwash you. Don't let this guy brainwash you into thinking that you have to buy a diamond. You have to spend $4,000 or $5,000 on your wife's ring. You don't have to do that. Okay? We trust your Sears site. Thank you. Yes. They're going to lower the interest rates. 20.25. What kind of question is that? Lab diamonds ended natural diamonds. Yes. Lab diamonds are just as strong. On the Mohs hardness scale, they're a 10, okay? So they're basically, you can't even tell the difference. And guess what? A lab diamond is perfect. A real diamond is always going to have some kind of a flaw, some kind of an imperfection, okay? So lab diamonds, I think, are actually better. De Beers. Do you think black should have silver? Yes, absolutely, dude. That is a great question. Should people of different people use the word race, but should people of different varieties of cultures have silver? Yes. Well, the Indians love silver. The Indian people love gold. The Chinese, they know a little bit about silver too. The Chinese, the people in the United States, we're stupid. We don't really have much gold and silver. We're dumb because our government has brainwashed us. Okay. So the people in the United States are very unintelligent. These people do not understand gold and silver. Okay. But African-American people should definitely buy silver as well. There's no reason not to. Okay. These people need to build wealth as well. You know, and in fact, many of my African-American friends, I tell them, you got to buy silver. You got to start investing. Okay. I try to help everybody get into investing. It doesn't matter the culture, you know, where you come from. Okay. Everybody can buy silver. Thanks. That was an excellent question. Just buy crystals, not specifically diamonds. I don't buy crystals. No, those aren't worth that much, but you can if you want. So what if I don't like Indians? Then that's on you, bro. That's on you. These Indians holding all our silver. Well, the Asian market opens up at 1 in the morning, and usually the Indians are buying. Usually they're buyers of silver. The U.S. is usually dumping silver, and then overnight the Indians buy it. But guess what? Today, the U.S. is buying silver. Okay? Americans are buying silver today. See? Silver. Are Americans finally finding God? They're finally finding the truth. They finally are coming on to silver. So the Chinese still use silver to make teapots. Silversmithing is still part of the culture. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I would love to get a silver teapot from the Chinese. That would be sick. You can find great rings for sale if you look carefully. You got a halo engagement ring that retailer De Beers for $2,300. For my wife, they have $25,000 retail. Yeah, if you can find a discounted diamond, hell yeah, you know. I would take a natural diamond if I could get like a really, really great price on it, and it was a really good piece, you know. But I just like the fake ones because nobody can tell. Literally, nobody can tell if you have a lab diamond. What are they going to do? Oh, that's a nice ring, honey. I'm going to get out my loop. Oh, that's not a real diamond. You know, nobody's going to do that. Just tell them it's real. Tell them my husband spent $15,000 on it, and it's in reality maybe he only spent $1,000. You know, the fact is nobody's going to know. Okay, so I'm a big fan of the lab diamonds. Diamonds. They're freaking amazing. They do take my attention. I have been around people because I've been around antiques and collectibles for a long time. One time I saw a guy, he had a little packet like this. He dumped it out, and there was like 5 or 6 diamonds that came out. They're all like 1 carat or bigger. And my attention was just drawn to them. When he dumped those diamonds out on the table, there was probably 10 or 20,000, 30,000 worth of diamonds. My attention was just arrested fully. I was like, they are amazing. Diamonds, they look incredible. You know, they'll make a man go insane, you know, if you focus on it too much. You can find great rings for sale if you look carefully. Yes. Okay. So I did work in Dubai. They do not like gold over there, and all those Saudis are incredibly wealthy. Really? They don't like gold over in Dubai? I would have thought that they would. Still waiting. Are blacks allowed in the chat? Yes, blacks are allowed in the chat. Okay, this is we accept all people on this channel. Okay, so yes, you are allowed in the chat. Buy Bitcoin, Ghetto. I've got a chocolate teapot for sale. Are you watching new mines for metals, gold, copper, Northeastern Dynasty, critical metals? Northern Dynasty critical metals. What is that? Is that a stock? You got fake ones because they're cheap. Well, these are real diamonds. This is real. So I do have some diamonds, but I don't go too crazy about diamonds. Okay. Do you think we need to invade these countries for their silver? Well, the thing is, guys, I'm not going to say, you know, if we should invade them, you know, but the fact remains, gold, there's been wars fought over gold. Okay. So when a country has gold and all of a sudden, you know, over in Saudi Arabia or whatever, and a country has a lot of gold, someone's going to invade them and try to take it. Okay. The world is going to change. When gold hits 10,000, 20,000, you're going to see a lot of wars. There's going to be a lot of countries invading other people to try to take their gold. Okay? So the higher gold goes, that's not necessarily a world that you want to live in, you know. But the fact remains, if you do have gold, you will be better prepared for that world, whether you want to live there or not. If you have the gold, you'll be ready for what happens in today's world, you know. It's like a gun. Gold is like a gun. You want to have it and not need it, okay? So I want to have my gold and not need it. It's an insurance policy. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Okay? Same thing as a gun. Tell blue-collar vet that I'm still waiting. You can't afford a natural diamond. Only difference is the lab diamonds don't have a serial number in the diamond. Huh. Diamonds are a woman's best friend. If you get like moissanite, it won't have a serial number. How can a moissanite diamond have a serial number, you know? I don't know. Moissanite's good too. I guess there's moissanite and then there's lab diamonds. Just go with moissanite then. I'm not buying something with a serial number on it. You know, screw that. I'm a black trans woman. Can we hook up? A black trans woman. Well, it depends. Were you born a woman? If you were born a woman, maybe we can work something out. Okay? Maybe. But if you were born a man, no. Man shall not lie with man. Okay? It says that in the Bible. Man shall not lie with man. Tell blue-collar vets that no, they will buy bullion, but to wear. Yeah, just like in Indians. Yeah, they buy it to wear. Yeah, they love gold. I knew that they did in Dubai. They buy it to wear it. Right. Welcome. What if this guy has all the Pikachu hats? I have all the Kabutos. I got all the Kabutos, guys. The Kabuto King. I should start collecting all the Squirtles or the Pikachus. But yeah, there's millions of them, you know. How many Kabutos are out there? There's a lot. There's a lot. The Kabuto King does not nearly have all the Kabutos, you know. He was just buying up as many as he can afford, probably. But there's way more Kabutos on the market, okay? Serious question. Hit up the shops. You can find silver cheap. Seriously, Northern Dynasty Minerals, NAK. NAK stock. NAK. It looks like it's on an upward trajectory. I'll tell you that, guys. I like this. Wow. Copper is crazy, though. This is when copper was up to like 5 or whatever, and then it tanked. Now copper's back up. But yeah, look at that. The freaking ramp up. Even though it crashed right there. I like that. How many shares are in the float? 543 million. The market cap is $1.1 billion. And they're not making any money. And they're losing 18 million per year. But it's probably an exploration company. Yeah, it's a penny stock. Okay? It's a full-blown copper penny stock. Guaranteed it's going to say they're explorers. Wow, I can't even find it. Northern Dynasty Minerals engages in the exploration development of copper and gold. Yeah, it's an explorer. It holds interest in the Pebble Copper Gold Molybdenum project, which is an undeveloped copper and gold silver resource. Yeah, but a stock like this could go to $100. What happens is they discover a lot of gold and silver. This thing could really shoot up. So NAK. I'm going to buy this one. NAK. You got to buy this one, guys. I don't always take financial advice, but when I do, it's from randos online wearing Pikachu hats. As a jeweler, I can tell you diamonds have become, well, if you're not dropping 30K, that's diamonds going to lose a ton of value. Nice pendant, by the way. Thanks, bro. Yeah. It's called a dog tag. But this is worth about $3,500. That's how much I could melt it down for. Like literally, I could melt it down, and that's what I would get for it. About $3,500. And I advise you guys to buy the same stuff. You guys should be trying to buy gold jewelry and gold chains at spot. Okay, you got to get good deals on this stuff though. You don't want to buy it at a major jewelry store like Zales or Jared. Jared's a jewelry store. You got Zales, your Jared's. I don't even know, but you do not want to buy gold from a jewelry store. Don't buy anything from a jewelry store. Nothing. Because you're going to overpay about 4 times. So do not buy gold from a jewelry store. You can buy gold on eBay. Okay, eBay. You can find a lot of good gold chains on eBay, and they only go for like a few $100 over the spot. You know, so if you have if you find a chain on eBay and it's got $1,000 in gold, maybe you could buy it for $1,200 or $1,250. All right. So I continue to believe that eBay is a good way to buy gold. All right. It really is. eBay. It's a great place for gold. All right. I look up to John as a father figure. Thank you, dude. Thank you, brother. And I hope you've been training. I hope you've been lifting. All right. Yeah. So a lot of people look at me as a father figure, and I really thank you guys for that. And I do my best to be that father figure that you guys never had. All right. Anyone can tell you were raised by your mother. Yes, I was raised by my mom. I wish I had a dad in the family. That's one of the reasons that sometimes I lack a lot of confidence, is because I think I was raised by my mom. And even one of my bosses told me that I lacked a little bit of confidence. I was like, yeah, sometimes I do. But, in my head, I always got a very confident plan. But outwardly, sometimes I don't show my confidence. Let it out, brother. It's okay. Yeah. I'll let out my whole life story, guys, okay? Let it out. You're emotional today. I'm not emotional, I don't think. The gold is where the value is. And Kenyon, I know, well, she's filthy rich. She wears this Sailor Moon hoodie every weekend. Sailor Moon. That was a show when I was like 15 years old. They used to have Sailor Moon on TV. I would always watch Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Love that show. Digimon was really good too. Did you forget stack copper? No, I didn't forget. I like to stack nickel. Nickel. Got to stack nickel. Dude, my arms are sore from my workout yesterday, bro. Shit, dude. I'm sore. Let it out, Erica. I know she's in there, Canyon. John, thoughts on crashing out silver gains for gold for a short-term bond? Cashing out silver gains for gold. No. There will be a time, yes. Okay? You want to watch that silver to gold ratio, brother, okay? Do you know this? Or are you just testing how much I know? You're just testing me, aren't you? But most of the guys on here want to test me. But yeah, to answer that question, I would not cash out on your silver until the gold to silver ratio comes down. Right now, the gold to silver ratio is, I think, somewhere around 75 to 1. So what's the current gold to silver ratio? And I'll tell you when. Yes, approximately, it says 99.7 right there. That's not it. It's 72. I was thinking 73 or 78, but it's 72. So I want to see the gold to silver ratio come back down to 40. Okay. So that should put silver somewhere around $90 or $100. Okay. So possibly. So when the gold to silver ratio comes down to 40, even 45, then I would say maybe you could sell some silver and use the money to buy gold. Okay. But the truth is, you really want to sell your silver and just hold on to the cash. And then once the metals drop, then you want to buy the gold, or you just buy the silver back. So there, the thing is, how do you know when the crash is coming? But yeah, that's what you would want to do. Is you don't want to trade silver for gold. You want to sell your silver for cash, and then you wait for the drop, and then you buy silver and gold. That's the best thing to do. But a safe thing to do is to trade some silver for gold. It's pretty safe. When the gold to silver ratio comes way down, it will most likely go back up. Okay, and then you trade your gold for silver. Okay. Thoughts on cashing out silver? I'm melting that kilo bar down into 5-ounce bars today. That sounds like fun. Legal issues. Can you start? Hey, look at that. We got a hundy. That's worth 6 cents. Should I sell gold and silver ring today or hold on to it? I would hold on to it. I would definitely hold on to it. Thanks again for that. Woo! Canyon, when you get 23 an hour, then you can talk. The poison the salmon in the bay. It will poison the salmon. Thanks for that golden turd. What's your income, Canyon? These guys are just talking on here. I think you're set on top that chat. I think you're set on top chat instead of live chat. Yeah, but I'm actually a gold silver dealer, and I suggest having an even profile with also stacking platinum in your portfolio. I think that's good advice too, to have platinum for sure. And if you have a little bit of each, a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, a little bit of platinum, that's what I do. That's what I do. But I like mostly silver. And now I think you guys know why. I think that the gold to silver ratio is on its way back down to 40 or even 20. In 1978, the gold to silver ratio was 20. If that happens again, silver is going to go to 150, 200, 300. And I am actually predicting that could happen, that will happen. The gold to silver ratio, we could be going down to 40 right now. We could be at 40 by next year. Pebble of mine will poison. I'd take copper over platinum any day. Some people love copper. Some people love platinum. And some people love gold. Some people love diamonds. Some people love antique watches and clocks and collectible statues. Some people love Dragon Ball Z figurines. Yeah, I like copper too. But what is the best? What is truly the best? Not financial advice, but I think silver is the best. Because copper, it weighs too much. Let me show you some copper. All right. See? Got some there too. It's too heavy. It's way too heavy. Okay? And I got more too that's hidden. But copper is way too heavy. People love it though because they can get a lot of copper for a low price. And then of course they believe, oh yeah, copper is going to go to $20, $25, $30 a pound. And yes, it will. And copper is a great investment. Yeah. But I think silver is better because it's smaller, it's lighter. You can take $100,000 of silver, put it in your car, and drive to another state, and you still have tons and tons and tons of room in your car. 100,000 in silver is a block like this big. It's not that much. It's not that much, bro. But if you want $100,000 in copper, you can't get it, dude. What are you gonna do? Like, what the hell, dude?
I'm expecting to see 90 by the end of 2026. I don't see stabilizing until 28 to 30. Yeah, silver's gonna keep going up. Stay away from copper unless you are just a scrapper. Collecting at an extreme level. Yeah, I don't collect too much copper, but I do. I want to build up to like 1,000 pounds, maybe, but you don't need any more than that, dude. You don't need more than 1,000 pounds of copper, okay? Nobody does. Did you know 90s coin is selling for like 10 to 20% behind spot? Did you know 90% coin? Yeah, they're selling back of spot, but you got to think, dude. You got to think. You got to think, brother. Why the fuck would you sell it for that? Just because that's what the dealers are paying? You know? If I go to a dealer and he offers me 10 to 20% less, I'm not going to sell it to him. I can sell it by myself, you know? You can sell silver by yourself. You don't need to sell it to a dealer that's going to rip you off, you know? They're just getting cheap silver, okay? Don't give them cheap silver. Don't give them this stuff for cheap. You should sell this for spot and not a penny less. Okay? How you do that? You put it on Craigslist. Put it on Marketplace. Promise you're going to sell it. The dealers do not pay much. That's just how they are. The dealer's got to make money. So if you want to sell silver, sell it yourself. Okay? You should never settle for 10 to 20% less. So why even bring it up? Why even bring it up that these dealers are not paying a fair price? You know? I'll buy it for spot, dude. Send it to me. I'll give you spot for it. And then in a year, I'll sell it for probably double what I bought it from you, you know? Don't give them cheap silver. Don't sell your scrap. You know, they want you to think that like this is bad, you know? No. This is going to go way up in value. Everybody is cashing these in. These are going to become not only valuable in silver, but they're going to become highly collectible because they're going to be so rare. Everybody's melting these down. That's why they're going to keep going higher. Pretty soon, they're going to be buying these for 10 to 20% more in a few years. Okay? These are all going to get melted down. So do not sell them. Do not sell your constitutional silver. Definitely. Only the poor are selling. You know? The people that are poor, they need the money. Oh, I got to sell my silver. That's stupid. Why would you sell one of the most valuable assets ever in history, one of the most useful metals in the world, while it's having its bull run? Okay? I'm telling you guys, they want people to sell it here. And you're going to lose if you do. They're trying to let all the sellers out before they push the price higher. Okay? It's stupid. This is little kid stuff. They want to get everybody to sell it, and then silver's going to jump. It's starting to jump now, you know. It's already starting, okay? I run a channel and can learn a lot about silver. Cash Money 007. I like James Bond a lot. You just explained why I prefer silver to gold. For 4,000, I can get enough gold to make 4 or 5 rings. But for that in silver, I can make 100 rings. That makes sense. Yeah, you can build way more supply for your store. 100 rings? What? This guy says he ain't selling, he's buying. This guy knows what's up. And it's scary. It's scary because, you know, everybody is in profit now. Everybody who ever bought silver is in profit. So it's like, oh, no, it's going to come down. It's going to crash. Everybody's in the green. That means that they're going to sell. No. It means that, yes, some people that are poor and they're desperate. These people are stupid. People are not intelligent. They're dumb. They allowed themselves to get into a bad financial position, and now they have to sell their silver. Once all those dummies are done selling, silver's going up to $100 an ounce. I'm telling you. We got to get these newbies out, though. We got to get these newbies to sell, okay? Let's get these dumbasses out, and then we're going up to 100. Yeah, if you sell silver, you are stupid. I would not sell silver at least until $80 to $85, $90. No way. Morning, brother. Cash beat me too. That hurts a lot. Bros get squeezed. Hold to the line.
guys. Let's do some flex. Let's do a flex out. All right, guys. Hodl for the line. Should I sell gold for silver then today? No, I would not. I would wait until the gold to silver ratio comes in. Do not sell gold for silver. No. All right, any questions, guys? Any questions? No question. I want to troll and ask, should I sell my silver for Xbox? No. Silver to 100. When did you learn about silver and what was your reaction when you understood silver is real money? When did I learn about silver? My dad gave me a silver dollar. Maybe when I was like 10, 11. Maybe I was like 13. But yeah, my dad gave me a silver dollar for my birthday. And then he said that cash is trash and, everything's made in China. And I was like, shit, I got to get more silver, So my reaction when my dad told me that silver is real money, my reaction was I have to get more silver. That's how I learned, And I did. I bought a lot. And I didn't know what I was doing. So I held on to silver. It went up to $50. I held on. And then it started to go down. And then that's when I sold. I was like, oh shit, it's going down. So I sold. And then after I sold my silver, it kept on going down even more. So yes, that was my reaction, was that I was like, shit, I gotta buy some silver. That should be a reaction when you find out silver is real money. Okay. Wait, watch is that? What watch is that? Oh, it's a G-Shock. It's a G-Shock. It's funny. I got a $8,000 chain, but I got a $40 watch. It's because they're so good. Eminem wears a G-Shock too. Eminem. The chain will stick to your chest like Velcro. It will be painful to remove. Stop before you hurt yourself. I gotta go. I gotta make some food, guys. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thanks everybody for giving me the donations. We got a little bit of money today. 113 things or whatever that is. I don't know how many times I have to block this from my feed. Take care, dude. How many kilos is enough of silver? 10 kilos is enough. Don't donate shit. Please, guys, donate to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. You are a loser. I'm a loser that tries to convince you to do good things to your body and your mind. Okay? I'm a loser that wants you to be successful. I'm a loser that tries to get you guys to buy gold and silver. Thanks for that. This guy's donating right now. Thanks, brother. We'll finish off with a flex out. Nice hair. Keep the hat on. Okay. All right, guys. Next question. Corinne, keep the hat on. All right, guys. And the next Sam Sulek. Tell all your friends. Yeah. Tell all your friends about my channel, guys. Thanks, everybody.